Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a project that I hope you do not ignore. If you are a fan of my channel, if you are a fan of the kinds of games that are on my channel, you absolutely need to have this game on your radar. Welcome to Sector's Edge. This is a 100% free game that is on Steam that is available for you to download right now. It features large, open, fully destructible, voxel-based battlefields, and it is also completely multiplayer. It is an amazing game. Now, I don't know how many of you know this, but for those of you who do, I'll just give you a quick refresher. I am a big fan of the game Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades was also kind of a multiplayer, voxel-based battlefield-style game, but that game is no longer being sold. It actually died. It is no longer on Steam. It is no longer on the Steam marketplace, which is a real shame. So until this game has now released, there was nothing to fill the void of a fully destructible voxel-based multiplayer game. There is only one alternative. It's called Open Spades. It's an open source version of Ace of Spades, but since it is based on the commercial game, they haven't really been able to do that much. A lot of it is hard-coded. So, enter Sector's Edge. This game, a game that is new, it is actively being updated, it is available on Steam, and it is really, really fun. So, if you really want to check this out, go search for it on Steam. Go play it. It's an absolute blast. You'll probably see me in the servers. But with that all said, let me give you kind of a rundown on how this game works. In this game, you have two teams, and you fight over a massive battlefield. When you die, or when you first spawn into the game, you actually select your drop point, and you spawn in from an orbital drop pod, which is actually really, really awesome. And your objective is to go into the battlefield and capture power canisters, basically the equivalent of flags. It's kind of like King of the Hill. Think King of the Hill combined with like Ace of Spades or Open Spades style gameplay. Now, you have a variety of tools at your disposal, and there's actually a class customization system, so you can create your own classes from scratch. And not only that, but you can also create custom buildings outside of the game that, if you have enough resources, you can spawn into the battlefield dynamically. So the battlefield is always shifting. So for instance, here is like a little bunker that I created outside of the game in the lobby menu, and now I have all of these creations that I created when I actually go into the battlefield. So here's like a bunker. Here's actually a little, what I'll do is I can actually spawn this on top of me, and then I can punch out a window. So there's all sorts of freedom in terms of how you can build and how you can employ what you're doing in the actual game, but it is still a competitive and very balanced game, which is awesome, you know, because there's a lot of voxel sandbox games that kind of end up not being really balanced, not being really competitive, because it's really hard to balance things like this, but that's where I feel like Sector's Edge has really nailed this. Alright, hold up. Oh, no, don't get me killed. This is a game with a battlefield that is always changing. This is a game that still allows you to have the ability to construct things in the game, to blow things apart, but it's also like, it works. Like, the gameplay is not exploitable. It's not really possible to cheat. It's just a really great balanced game. In fact, here, let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna spawn my bunker up here. There we go. There's a bunker. There's a bunker, and then we're gonna get inside here. Oh no! And as you can see, you can create walls, you can create barriers. In fact, let's do that. Let's go ahead. I'm going to select, alright, this is my wall building. Alright, we're gonna create this barrier. Oh, it looks like I'm out of resources, so I'm gonna have to mine in order to get more resources. Or I just picked up salvage, so that should work. And you can also dig. So for instance, we're going to create a trench here. There we go. So that way we have a trench, and now we can sit here and we can hold this position. But unfortunately it looks like the flag has actually moved into another location. So we're going to move ourselves as well. But hopefully you're kind of getting an idea of how this game works. Like, it's awesome. It's a completely open voxel-based battlefield game. Like, here, so let's go ahead. Here we're on the objective. We're going to go ahead. We're going to start building ourselves a bunker. create trenches. There we go. So now we've got ourselves a firing line, and we're going to hold this position. And you can see the enemy is also building up their own bunkers. We're going to throw some grenades. There's all sorts of different classes, from rocket launchers to grenade launchers and all sorts of other things. All right. We're actually going to move this trench out a little bit more. I'm hurting. Oh, he just took him out, so we're going to push up. Look at this. This is so much fun. Like, this is exactly... I miss this so much. I haven't had this since Ace of Spades, and when Ace of Spades went down, it was really depressing, and Open Spades is good and all, but unfortunately, Open Spades, it's like a really locked down, hard-coded game mode that doesn't have that much of a feature, but this absolutely does, and it's really impressive what they've done here. I mean, I hope that they open up mod support at some point and continue expanding what the game is capable of doing, but even if they don't, even if they just continue developing it themselves, it is still massively fun. So make sure you check out this game. It's called Sector's Edge. It's on Steam. It's free. There's really no excuse to not go play it right now. If you're a big fan of games like Teardown or Besiege or anything like that, then this is the game for you. It absolutely is. Alright, in fact, if you also see, you can see that you can collapse structures. In fact, let's go ahead. You'll see if I actually were to, for instance, take this. Oh no. What was that? Oh no! Getting in the way of my tech demo of the game. The game does still have like collapsible structures and everything. It's not as detailed a destruction system as, say, Teardown, but I actually think that's a good thing, because if it had the same destruction as Teardown, it probably wouldn't be able to support as many players as it does. But for instance, we're going to go here and we're going to cut this entire structure down. And you can see the whole thing will actually collapse. How cool is that? There it goes. Awesome. Look at that. So you can actually tactically destroy structures. You can bring down entire buildings. Like if there's an enemy that is hiding in a skyscraper, you can knock down the bottom of that building and the whole thing will come crashing down. It's really cool, and it has that level of strategy to it that you can only really get in a voxel game like this. Okay, here we go. So looks like they blew a hole through the ceiling. Here we go. Got him. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to try and set up defenses on this center area here. Alright, here we go. Oh, they're attacking from above. Oh, they've got grenades that they're throwing in. Oh, it looks like... Oh, we're actually about to win if we can hold this position. $40 more seconds. Uh-oh. No! Oh man, I just got taken out. 30 more seconds. And actually, here is the loadout system. So as you can see, I've built myself 4 different loadouts, and you can create new loadouts all for whatever you want. So for instance, let's say assault, and then we could give ourselves a rocket launcher, an SMG, or I guess not an SMG, a pistol, sticky grenade, hydraulics, and shielding. There we go. Oh, well, actually, maybe I don't have enough credits for that. What else can I do? I don't really know. You know what? Whatever. I'll just save that anyways. So you can actually create all sorts of different classes, all sorts of different things. It gives you full control over how you play the game. It gives you full control over the battlefield. It's amazing. It's called Sector's Edge. Go check it out today. It's free. Just go play it, man. It's amazing. And yeah, all right, that's it. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you press that subscribe button. Make sure you enable notifications, and I'll see you again very, very soon. All right, cheers, boys. Hopefully I'll see you in a Sector's Edge server? Sector's Edge server. That's kind of hard to say. All right, cheers.